Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. Welcome to a new day. Hope that you're having a fabulous time wherever you are, and I really appreciate you being here. Thanks so much. It's a lovely cool morning, bright sun, but very chill in the air. It's coming on for the winter months now, so hope that you're comfortable with that and you're getting ready for all the activities that are going to be happening in the next few months. But I'm starting my day with a cup of tea, and I picked up a tea. I think I mentioned this one to you before, but it's by a company that only makes two teas. It's a mother and daughter company in the UK, and they make two turmeric teas. One is with hibiscus, so it's like a fruity taste, and this one is with vanilla. Golden vanilla. So the golden is turmeric. They actually put turmeric. I should have shown you the tea bag, but it's a bright, bright orange. But anyway, I'm having it in my sweet little cup. One of my favorite little cups. I just picked this up at the, oops, over there. There we go. At the recycling place, and I really love it. So it's perfect. Now this one has got turmeric in it, but like the other one, it's got some other mysterious ones, ingredients. So I'll read them because I can't remember them all. But anyway, it's got turmeric, rooibos, which is a caffeine-free plant from South Africa, I think, and it's got coconut, cinnamon, vanilla pod, licorice, star anise, and the magic ingredient with turmeric, black pepper, which activates the turmeric. Anyway, I just picked these up. I have very few left now because I've been drinking it like crazy since I got back. But anyway, I hope that you've got a favorite tea or coffee, juice or smoothie, whatever you love. But give me some ideas on teas. I really would love to know what you're drinking and what you love. And in the States particularly, you have a lot of choice. And we do too here, but it's almost difficult to choose. But yeah, I'd love to know what your favorite teas are. Let's do tea. Anyway, as I said, the cooler weather is coming, and for those at least in the Western Hemisphere, in the Southern Hemisphere, well, you've got a whole set of different challenges. But anyway, the cooler weather is just coming around the corner. And Jessica Hegg, one of our bloggers, wrote an article about ways to get fit and stay fit during the cold months. And she came up with like 9 ideas, and they're all good. And I wanted to share them with you because some of course, you can think about the obvious ones, but she came up with some really interesting ideas that you might enjoy. So how do you stay fit in the cold weather? Well, you can exercise inside, of course, but if you want to get out, one really great thing to do is Nordic Poles and walk with the poles. Now, I know a lot of you do this. We put an article up on this a few months ago, and there were, I think, hundreds of comments. I mean, I didn't realize so many women used Nordic poles. They apparently originally were designed for cross-country skiers, to keep fit in the summer months. But in the winter, you can keep this momentum with the sticks. And apparently, not only does it help with your heart rate, which is great for fitness, but it also builds up muscle by using the poles. So it engages a whole bunch of muscle groups. And you might want to do some checking. It's really funny, well, not funny, it's just great that here in Switzerland, you see a lot of older women in their 70s, 80s, 90s, walking to the train station or back, and they're chugging along in there with their poles because they know this is going to be good for them. And the women here do tend to, in my opinion, tend to age a little bit more, I don't know, athletically. And it's great to see older women using the Nordic poles. So that's one idea. Another one that Jessica recommends is maybe a little less strenuous, but just as important, these arms, and that's to do pumpkin carving. Okay, so we've got grandkids, kids in the neighborhood, just younger people that love pumpkins. I love pumpkins. Things to do with carving. This dexterity in your fingers is really important. Don't know about you, but in the last few, well, not just so much years, maybe months, I've really noticed my fingers are a little stiffer, and I'm dropping things more often because the grip isn't so good. So pumpkin carving, where you've got to use a knife and you've got to be dexterous, really, really important. Fine motor skills. And so scraping the inside for the pumpkin pies, and also making the little faces for the pumpkins for your Halloween treats. If maybe it's already gone, but anyway, that's another idea. But you can create pumpkins for the pumpkin pie pretty much any time. Another thing to do that Jessica recommends is picking your own food. Now, a lot of areas now, certainly here in Europe, have biofarms where you can go and pick vegetables from the fields. And some only do certain vegetables, some do fruits, but that's another one to pick. Pick your own fruits. And she suggests that you can just Google local pick your orchards and farms, and you'll find probably ones you didn't know about that you can go and investigate and pick your own fruit. It's so much fun. And it's really lovely to get out into nature and connect between the raspberry and the strawberry or the courgettes or the pumpkins than just buying them in the shop. And it's cheaper. So that's another couple of ideas. One other thing she suggests, is number 4, is charity walking. There's plenty of walks in the autumn. I think it's because the weather is so reasonable that you don't get too hot, that a lot of the charities like the breast cancer, prostate cancer, all kinds of different groups do their walks, in the winter months. So walkathons, fun walks or races, 5Ks or full marathon. So I think that's another thing to think about. Coordinate with friends, grab a couple of friends and just do it together. And, mental health, there's a mental illness awareness as well. And I think Alzheimer's. So anyway, there's lots of opportunities for doing charity walks in the winter months. So show that you care and about your body and about these causes. Another thing you can do is cycling. I've seen so many people now, doing cycling as in our 60s and 70s, and it's good exercise, super good for building your immune system, and a great cardio workout. Obviously, it protects you from illnesses. Colds and flu season are coming, so this is a great way to keep on top of that. And I tell you, I don't know, I can't afford it right now, but one thing I'm really thinking about is those tricycle bikes for adults. I saw a woman when I was in the UK, she had a purple one. It was so cute. And it was steady, it's like a huge tricycle, and you can put your shopping basket on the back so you can really get around. And most towns, have, some places you can't do this reasonably because of traffic, but it's an idea. Has anybody out there got a three-wheel tricycle for adult? I'd really love to chat with you. Anyway, it's on my list of maybes. So another thing you can do is outdoor yoga. A lot of yoga teachers do yoga in the open air. One lady here does it down by the lake, and I did it once. It's really fun. The wind blowing, and you just feel connected to nature. It's very, very lovely. And just take your normal yoga practice and just take a mat down to the park or somewhere nearby. It doesn't even have to be a formal class. Just do your yoga, stretching, just out in the world. And of course, this yoga is amazing for joint pain and arthritis and just general overall fitness. And of course, that 60andMe has a gentle yoga and a chair yoga product. And you can check that out online on our website. But lots of things to think about there. Another thing, this may be too late in the season for those who are watching it now, but raking leaves, awesome exercise. And I guess shoveling snow too. But raking leaves, you can really work up a sweat with that and shoveling snow. But of course, be careful. And you can also volunteer and go as a group. Clean up a park or do a city cleanup and sweeping or raking. It's good exercise, and so that's one other thing you can do. And that goes, of course, with volunteering in general. Just getting out into the world and helping to gather clothes or to distribute items to people in need, or to just help with the holiday season with presents and little gifts you can help provide, or you can make and donate. Knitting you can do for hospitals. There's all kinds of stuff, and it's a great stress reliever as well as being a way to connect socially, which we know is such an important part of our overall well-being in our 60s and our 50s and our 20s. It's just a great way to prevent high blood pressure and just take care of yourself. So do good things. And finally, in Jessica's view, and I'm sure you've got some other ideas, is to have fun with your grandkids. They just love little decorating and carving and corn, making things out of corn mazes and just having fun. I bought a little pumpkin for my grandson Max, and he thought it was a bull, but he is only 18 months old, so it's okay. But this is a season for family. Well, all seasons in the year should be for family, in my opinion. But if there's one season where people do try to, seems make an effort to get together with their grandkids, have some fun, this might be the time of the year to do it. So that's some ideas for staying fit in the cold weather. I hope that some of those, or maybe all of them, inspired you. I'd love to know what you do, and leave your comments in the section below, as you always do. What activities do you do in the fall and winter months to keep fit and have fun? Leave your comments in the section below, and we'll have a chat, a conversation about it. And look at other people's comments too, and join in. And we really do hope that you take the advantage of this community and the number of women we have here. And I will remind you, by the way, that be careful on Facebook these days, because you don't see us all the time. Facebook has changed its algorithms, so when you used to see our articles popping up all the time, unless you actually mark us as, in your notifications, go to the top and say see first, you will actually not see 60andMe articles all the time. And so it's just important that you check. That's one thing you can do if you care about seeing us on Facebook. But of course, we're on YouTube and also on the website, which is the most important place for me to point you, because everything's there. 60andme.com. So tell me what activities you do to keep fit in the winter, fall months, and we'll look forward to reading your comments and joining in. Thanks again, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate your support. Take very good care. Bye-bye for now.